Hello ladies and gents, this is KANO from the gamer section back with another review. For today's review is on the Crown of Wu, the Xbox version for the Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and 5 and PC. You play as Wu, a half monkey, half human. He used to be an emperor with that crown that ends up being corrupted. He has a bunch of crimes and ends up being captured and condemned to a harsh punishment. After dozens of years of being frozen, Wu frees himself and notices that his home in the world is in ruins. The whole goal is to get his stolen crown and destroy those to the ones that are punished. Graphically on the Xbox version of the Crown of Wu, the texture pop-ins is terrible where the visuals in the game is not good at all. Even in the title screen, it takes a long time before the title of the game pops in right. The graphics is not good, but it's doable. Now when it comes to the music in the game, it really does fit it perfectly when it actually comes to the battles and fights. The audio in the game is okay with the dialogue to the movement when you have the headphones on. The whole presentation is mid and needs improvements badly. The Crown of Wu is a Dark Souls style action adventure game. You basically are going from platforming to fighting enemies. Most of the time you are solving puzzles in the game to help you get from point A to point B. Now when it comes to jumping, you really have to be on point on how to jump in the game basically, because if you don't, you will fall but won't die, which then will bring you back to where you need to be. Now battling enemies is a different story based off the fact that this game does actually have clunky gameplay, but that's later in the flaw. But you have to actually battle against a few enemies and you have to really be careful about how you attack your enemies or you will quickly get overpowered and lose, along with starting actually over from the last checkpoint in the game. Later on in the Crown of Wu, you do unlock abilities in the game to help with fighting enemies and solving puzzles. This is honestly the worst port of the Crown of Wu. On the Xbox Series S version of the game, which plays the worst that I've ever seen, which I see this game needs more time before the port, which it is a bad thing. The graphic pop-ins are very bad. Each level in the game you see the texture pop-ins coming in late, sometimes not at all, which is not good. The gameplay is extremely clunky to the point as when you fight the enemies, it looks like you're not even hitting them at all. When it comes to the movement, it is very clunky also, where when you jump, it's not the best at all, which I find it very underwhelming and very disappointing. For that, I give the Crown of Wu, the Xbox version, a 1 out of 5. Thank you for tuning into the best place for independent gaming journalism, and that's the gamer section. Be sure to hit the like button on the video and please subscribe to the channel.